Today, we're exploring Xiluo, a quiet town in central Taiwan. And while you're exploring, you'll learn English in context using Comprehensible Input. That means you'll learn English naturally by connecting English to real places, real objects, and real experiences. You learn it more easily and feel more confident using it in the big world out there. Our first stop is the Xiluo Bridge. This giant red bridge spans across the Zhuoshui River. To span something means to stretch across it from one side to the other. Many people consider the Zhuoshui River to be the boundary between northern Taiwan and southern Taiwan. A boundary is a line that divides two areas or regions. The Zhuoshui River is the boundary between northern Taiwan and southern Taiwan. Construction of this bridge began in 1937 during the Japanese colonial period. The adjective colonial refers to one country controlling another territory or region. The Japanese colonial period was the time period where Japan controlled Taiwan. However, construction was halted at the start of World War II. To halt something means to stop something completely. Construction was halted because the steel that would have been used for the bridge needed to be used for the war effort. War effort refers to using all of your country's resources and workers to support a war. Years later, in 1952, the bridge was finally completed. American steel and financial aid helped finish the project. Financial aid means money provided to help support a project, organization, or country. This bridge is 1,939 meters long. And when it was completed, it was the second longest bridge in the world. People here are so proud of it that at the time, it was on banknotes and postage stamps. I put some links in the description where you can see the whole bridge. I originally wanted to drive over it, but they're doing some construction now, so we can't drive over it now. Let's check out the town of Xiluo. Xiluo was one of the most important trading centers in Taiwan. A trading center is a place where people buy and sell things. One of the most interesting things here is the architecture of the old buildings here on Yanping Old Street. The word architecture refers to the style and design of buildings. A lot of these buildings have decorative details that mix Western and Eastern styles together. The adjective decorative means designed to look beautiful. Check out the decorative details on this old building. As you walk along the street, you see many traditional businesses. Many of these businesses have been around for generations. A generation is a group of people born around the same time. Some shops have been run by the same family for generations. One thing I like about this street is that it's very well preserved, so you can imagine what life was like here several decades ago. To be well preserved means to be kept in a good condition. Yanping Street is very well preserved. Well, that's enough of here. Let's go to our next location. A short walk from Yanping Old Street is the Xiluo Theater. This theater was originally built in the 1930s, and at the time, it was one of the most important entertainment venues in the area. A venue is a place where events happen. People came here to watch movies, Chinese opera, puppet shows, and concerts. But this theater was abandoned in the 1980s. To say that a place is abandoned means that it is no longer used or cared for. At its peak during the 1950s and 60s, this theater was full of life. The peak of something is its highest or most successful point. This theater was at its peak in the 50s and 60s. Today, it is one of Taiwan's most famous abandoned places. Maybe in the future, somebody will buy it, fix it up, and restore it to its former glory, which means to return it to its previous excellent state. Well, I can't get in here, it's blocked off, so we're gonna go to our next location. Our next stop is the丸莊Soy Sauce Tourism Factory. Xiluo has been famous for soy sauce production for for generations. And this brand has continued that tradition for more than 100 years. Check out all of these ceramic jars. It almost looks like an art installation. But these jars aren't for decoration. They're part of the fermentation process. Fermentation is a process where microorganisms, tiny living things we cannot see, slowly change food over time. Foods made using fermentation include soy sauce, cheese, yogurt, and most bread. We can also use ferment as a verb. Soy sauce ferments in these ceramic jars. Smells like soy sauce. So at the soy sauce tourism factory, we grabbed a bottle of soy sauce, and this, which looks really interesting, is a soy sauce flavored ice cream. I have no idea what to expect, but let's find out. Opening it is a little challenging. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Here goes nothing. Soy sauce flavored ice cream. I'm scared. You know, it doesn't really taste like soy sauce. It has kind of a mild flavor, kind of like a red bean ice cream, which is popular here in Taiwan. So here's a great place to learn about the process of making soy sauce. Let's head to our next location. Now we're at Fuxing Temple, one of the most important temples in central Taiwan. This temple is dedicated to Matsui. If a building is dedicated to someone or something, it is created to honor or worship them. Fuxing Temple is dedicated to Matsu, the goddess of the sea. Here, worshippers come to pray for safety, health, or success. A worshipper is someone who prays or practices a religion. In the past, many people moving from Fujian, China to Taiwan prayed to Matsu for safety during their journey. Check out the ornate details on the ceiling. Ornate means highly decorated and detailed. Like many old temples, Fuxing Temple has an ornate ceiling. So, who's hungry? Next, we arrive at Happiness Mochi for mochi. The logo has Matsu on it. The Matsu here is called Taiping Matsu, which means the peaceful Matsu. And there's a big festival every autumn to honor her. So what exactly is mochi? Mochi is a soft, chewy rice cake traditionally made from glutinous rice. Glutinous rice is a type of rice that becomes sticky when you cook it, and it's often used in East Asian and Southeast Asian desserts. I got some mochi coated in peanut powder. To be coated in something means to be covered with it. The texture is soft. When we talk about texture, we're describing how it feels in your mouth. The texture of the mochi is soft. And like most Taiwanese desserts, it makes you really thirsty, so I bought an iced green tea. So I hope you learned something new on our little adventure. If you would like to learn more about some famous Taiwanese temples, check out this video here. And if you'd like to know more about a special time in Taiwanese history, check out that video down there.